All right, yo, y'all check out my Michigan rappers King Sound and G Mac Cash. Just dropped a new hip hop singles. The Butchers is out on all digital platforms. Make sure you tune in and check them out. The Butchers by King Sound and G Mac Cash. Links in the description. Make sure you check it out. YouTube Music, Spotify, Apple, regular YouTube. So make sure you go support these brothers, man. And peace. All right, man. Let's talk about this news I got about Errol Spence. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. So Errol Spence and Sebastian Fundora, they still are going to fight. Originally, it was said that they were supposed to fight in November, so they were saying October, but originally it was supposed to be in November. And now it's getting pushed back to January. Now, um, my source is kind of vague, so give me a minute. Read it. So we got to kind of connect some dots here. Um, So for the most part, he basically was saying that Errol and Terence, Errol and Fundora got pushed back because of Terence. Now I don't know if it means that Fundora is going to attempt to. I don't know if he's going to attempt to fight Terence and then go on to fight Errol Spence. I don't know. I doubt that if they fight in January, then him and Errol, because Samson Lewinsky said they gonna fight. He got to fight. Errol got to fight. Terrence got to fight Fundora by December. So for the most part, it sounded like they prepared. They prepared to just vacate the belt. If Crawford lose, then it sounds like Fundora fight or pay me Dreamov to step aside. Errol Spence and Fundora fight, and then they may fight Madriov after that. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it sounded like to me, but you know, but but yeah, they waiting on a Crawford fight. So if Crawford win, it sounds like they're gonna vacate, but give me a minute. I can pull all this up. But thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance, get notifications. We go live or drop a video. So let me see. I'm trying to pull all this shit. Trying to pull it up. So here we go. So you know, so he asked like when is Errol next fight? He said he just came through. I asked him about his fight coming up. He said they pushed it back for some reason. He said he didn't want to speak on it. He said why. He said, but I know why. He said why. He said, he said this Crawford that's Crawford fight, the Crawford fight. If he wins Saturday night, he should win. So, um, so So basically, he said, "Oh, he said he's supposed to fight for Fundora in November. They pushed it back to December, January. They pushed it. So I'm pretty sure he insinuating if I don't know, but he said that Crawford fight if he wins Saturday night, which he should. So I don't really know because if he wins, at the end of the day, Fundora has to fight Crawford next. So Fundora has to fight Crawford next. So if Crawford win, then they may just prioritize Fundora. I don't know. They might just say, well, Fundora go fight Crawford, and we get Spence some more time, and Spence to do something else. Or they may just drop the WBO belt. You know what I'm saying? And Fundora and Spence fight for that belt. So, that's very vague, but apparently they still fighting. So they still fighting. So yeah. They still fighting, and as of right now, and kind of what he made it seem like was that, either they gonna drop the belt, you know what I'm saying? They gonna drop the belt, okay? Um, or Fondora's gonna go ahead and Fundora gonna go ahead and fight Errol, Terence gonna go ahead and fight Terence Crawford. So I'm not 100% sure, but they apparently they pushed it back to December, January. So, we'll see. But but yeah, right now it's still slated to fight. So, from what Samson was saying, it seemed like Fundora just gonna fight Terence Crawford. And I think if he gonna fight Terence Crawford, they feel like the money is too big. What Turkey Al Sheik is saying, and then what other fight dates they got going on? So they may not be able to afford a Errol Spence and a Fundora fight. That's the thing about it. They may not be able to afford it. They may not be able to afford it. So, but as of right now, I think what's gonna happen is they're gonna drop the belt. If Crawford lose, then Fundora might jump in there with Madrimov, or they're gonna pay Madrimov to step aside. Remember, they tried to pay Crawford to step aside. You know what I'm saying? Remember, they tried to pay Crawford to step aside. And Crawford was like, "No, I'm not stepping aside." He said that. He said, "I'm not stepping aside." So there you have it. So, at the end of the day, it's interesting. So either we gonna get either from they gonna pay Madrimov to step aside, Fundora gonna fight Madrimov, or Fundora gonna fight Crawford. He gonna relinquish the belt. And if he ain't there Saturday night, if he don't show up to the fight, then that means that they probably gonna drop that belt. Because you got to remember, his next fight got to be versus the winner of Madrimov and Crawford. So Madrimov got a chance to win the fight. So we can't discount him. So that's the thing about it. So Madrimov got a real chance to win that fight. So as of right now, they still fighting. They still fighting. They still fighting. So since they still fighting, they still doing their thing. The question is, they couldn't reach a step aside deal with Bud before. If Madrimov win, could they reach a step aside deal with Madrimov? Or have they just changed the plans? They said, well, you go ahead and fight. Y'all can go ahead and fight Fundora and Spence. And Crawford can go ahead and fight. We might be getting Fundora and Crawford next. When you don't have money, you can't oppress nobody. When you don't have power, you can't continue to oppress and oppress nobody. So the best thing, they have a fiduciary duty to do what's best by Sebastian Fundora. They have a fiduciary duty to do what's best by Sebastian Fundora. So if that's the most lucrative fight they can give him, they got it. They got to give him that fight instead of dropping his belt. He feel like he can win, which he can. He's a big guy. He's a talented guy. Errol Spence ain't training. He ain't got no trainer. So. But as of right now, they still supposed to be fighting. So either they about to. Either it's a vacation, the step aside coming, or they gon' Fundora gonna fight the winner. And Bud ain't stepping aside. They ain't got enough money for Bud to step aside. Since Bud, it don't sound like Bud landing that Canelo fight. So it don't seem like they got enough money to get enough money for anything right now. So they pushed, like, I can see if they said, well, we're gonna push the fight back to April or something like that, then that would indicate that he would fight Bud. He would fight Bud Fundora or the Madrimov winner. That would be the indication. So That would be the indication. But right now, that's not the indication. Samson said they got to see, they got to see what happens, after Saturday. And Bud, got to pick between Canelo and Fundora. It don't even sound like Canelo's an option at this point. So with Canelo not being an option, with him not being an option, I mean, here you go. So Fundora could be gearing up to fight Bud. And the reason they are is because they financially have to. It's as simple as that. They financially have to fight him. There's a financial obligation to fight him. So, yeah, when you used to have all the money and the power, and now you don't. A lot of times you got to bow to who the new power player in the game is, and that's Turkey Al-Sheikh. And you still got to do right by Sebastian Fundora. So, let me know what you girls and guys think. Check out the Box Room playlist. Hit the link tree. Find me on X, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, the whole nine. Appreciate y'all for supporting the channel. Let me know what you girls and guys think. Check out the Patreon, X, Instagram, Facebook. Appreciate y'all. And let me know what you girls and guys think about this in the comment section. Peace.